So the cup run continues today. Like, subscribe, leave comments, do all that good stuff. Let's go live the dream. Hello everybody, I'm ChasingLamely and welcome to episode number 42 of Living the Dream, the Harchester United adventure. Today we're playing Portsmouth in the Papa John's Trophy Southern Section 3rd round to continue our little magical run through this utterly worthless trophy that's the only one we have a chance of winning. So let's run through what we've missed so far. So we played Barrow in the last episode. We then beat Notts County 2-1 with Torrent and Wickham scoring. Exeter 2-1 with Torrent and Porter scoring. Carlisle we beat 3-0 with Wilshire, Mascara and Porter scoring. Wigan we beat 2-1 with Kelly and Porter scoring. And then Rochdale we beat 2-1. Lots of 2-1s recently with Curtis and Torrent scoring and Mashevsky getting sent off, which means he's going to be missing for a little while. Looking at the league table, you can see we currently sit top by a single point with a game in hand. This is turning around really nicely. There is a very real possibility we're going to make it back-to-back promotions, which is terrifying stuff. But that's what you need to get caught up on. Let's go and play the game and see if we can get ourselves to the next round of the JPT. So the starting lineup today is Starkey in goal, Larry Lee, Phillips, Kirk and McCormick at the back, with Barton, Cisse, Hardy and Kelly in the middle. Torrent and Wickham start up top, of course, with Halem, Mascara, Robson, Porter, Marsh, Yalcine, who's returned from loan, and Jack Wilshire on the bench. So hopefully we've got enough about this team to be able to get a real result here. I don't know if Barton's the best choice at the right wing, but it seems to think he is. I seem to think, I don't know why I'm doing this. Aris Kerrigan can play there. That's logical. We use Aris Kerrigan as the right winger because that's a thing he does well. And then we'll drop Freddie Barton to the bench in place of Mascara because he's not fully fit. We've got cover there with Marsh. We should be okay. That's the team then. Let's go with that team. Should have thought that through. I actually haven't used Aris Kerrigan as much as I'd have liked to have done this season. And I don't know why. He's only played once in the league. He's a really good player. I think maybe I've just got him in the wrong squad. I have. That's why I keep missing him. He is not in the first team squad. Now he is in the first team squad. He'll probably play more. Good plan. Good thinking. Then I'll notice he's there. Let's submit this team and let's go and see what we can do to get ourselves through to the next round of this competition. In the dressing room, we're quite rightly saying we're huge underdogs. There's no pressure. Hopefully that will do nothing. it did nothing. That was what happened. It's fine. Let's just go straight into the game. We need to see the warm-ups, and we'll see if we can get ourselves through at Fratton Park. And they've got an early free kick, Finney from deep into Bradley, who luckily puts it wide. He was offside anyway, but he put it wide. Early threat though, early threat. And Portsmouth are back on it now because they've got a throw in on Biji to Ralph. Ralph, big ball forward, should be swept up nicely by Starkey. It has been. Just needs to take his time. Picks out Kirk. Good job to Hardy. Hardy to McCormick. McCormick to Kelly. Brian Kelly's been on a decent run of form lately. Who knows? Maybe he can. Every time I say there's on a decent run of form, it goes wrong. Plays in Wickham, who just can't get a shot away. And Phillips is on the ball. Nat Phillips to Larry Lee. Larry Lee, ball out wide for Aris Kerrigan. Our first time seeing him properly. And the ball goes across the field, but Noga, I guess that is, gets rid of it. Kirk to McCormick. Come on, down the line, that's it, to Brian Kelly. Beat your man, cut inside, cross it, good work. Kerrigan with a header. It's off the bar and it's gone out into touch, I assume. I mean, we're not going to see it anyway. Free kick very late in the first half. Zuba to Ombiji, back to Zuba to Ralph. Let's do some tackling, win the ball back, good plan. There we go, Kirk heads it away, only as far as Finney. McCormick gets there, but gives it away immediately to Satterley. Hardy picks it up though. Come on, Steve Hardy. He's got a chance to go on a run here. Can this lead to a goal? He's going on a big old run. He's going it alone, and he probably made a mistake there with two such prolific strikers right in front of him. And that's going to take us probably quite nicely into the half-time break, where it is going to be 0-0, things not going necessarily to plan. I don't want this to go to penalties again. I'm pleased with how things are going. Keep it up. I mean, I'm not, but let's keep the spirits high. We should be able to beat Portsmouth. They are in League One, I suppose, so we can't hope for too much. Throw in for us, right-hand side. Larry Lee takes it to Joseph Torrent. Torrent back to Lee. Needs to find a ball forward, ideally, or a cross would be good. He gets the cross, but keeper with a Hollywood save when he could have left it again. I don't know why we keep seeing these Hollywood saves when the keeper could leave it. It doesn't make a lot of sense. as Satterley comes at us down their left-hand side. Larry Lee brings him down in the box, I think, and that's going to be a red card. We are immediately in trouble in this second half. Absolutely ridiculous mistake from Larry Lee. Ridiculous mistake made by Larry Lee, and now I need to really rejig things. And it's probably going to mean using a sub. Actually, it's probably not, because I can just drop Cisse back there. We'll move Hardy into the midfield, and we'll pull Wickham behind Torrent, and hopefully that'll be enough to kind of keep this midfield connected. What does Wickham do best in here? It's probably going to be support striker, isn't it? Yeah, that's right. You can play as an attacking midfielder on attack, so at least that way he is trying to get in the goals. We're up against it now. 10 men against Portsmouth is not a place I want to be, as Starkey plays it short to Phillips. Phillips goes wide looking for Kerrigan, who's had an awful game so far, and just highlighted by that pass. Torrent picks it up, lays it off for Wickham. Wickham out to Cisse on the right hand side. Can he get a cross in? He can. Torrent is there, challenges the keeper. Wickham off the bar. Those were two of the best chances we'll get all game for a goal. Definitely two of the best chances we'll get all game for a goal. Throw in Cisse to take it, goes deep, but Zuba gets rid of it. Who's going to be there to pick it up? It'll be Phillips. Phillips down the line, looking for Kerrigan, who's just about to come off, crosses it in, doesn't find his man. Hardy picks it up, lays it off for nobody, because there was nobody there. Phillips, ball over the top. Wickham is there, off the post. Come on, just finish it. I genuinely thought that was never going to go in for a second. It was like every time went slow motion for me then. He flicked it over the keeper, at which point I'm thinking he must have been offside, surely. I'm not entirely convinced he wasn't still, but it looks like he was on. Flicks it past the keeper, hits the post, and it felt like an eternity before he picked it up. And then he took an extra touch when he just needed to tap it away. I don't know what he was doing. I think he's trying to give me a heart attack. But that's life, I suppose. We've managed to make it go, I suppose. We've got ourselves ahead, which is a minor miracle with 10 men. We are going to proceed with our tactical change. We're putting Yeltsin on the right-hand side because Kerrigan's having an awful game and not playing and not terribly fit, apparently. Free kick for Portsmouth, and it's going to be Facey putting it forward straight to Puster. It's gone wide at least. Keeper probably didn't come out far enough, quick enough, or put enough effort in to get that ball for my liking, but, you know, the score sheet is what counts and we're still ahead. Throw in for Portsmouth, and it's going to be Ralph taking it to Satterley. We've got to just keep pushing and keep defending here, doing well. Cisse with a tackle, only as far as Ralph, and Satterley gets it straight back. Hicks heads it down to Puster, and Phillips just dived in the way of that. Just put his body on the line like he was Secret Service. And that's done everything we needed it to do. We've got to survive these last 4 minutes of injury time as Facey gets a free kick for Portsmouth, plays it short to Ralph, back to Facey, who goes with a big ball forward. Kirk breaks it up, Jack Wilshere in the middle, and Kirk out wide to Yeltsin, heads it down to Cisse, back to Jack Wilshere. Wilshere, ball forward, looking for Wickham, can't quite get there, and Hicks is now on the ball. Let's try winning it back again. Satterley is through. Crosses it, and Doyle has a pop. Eddie Doyle has a pop. And this one is going to extra time. I think it's going to penalties. Now I think about it, I don't think we've got any more subs. I don't. So if it's not going to extra time, if it's just going to penalties, we are going to have to dance with what brought us. And, you know, at least I wouldn't have said, I think actually Larry Lee is one of our main penalty takers. It'll be fine. We'll just hope Starkey can achieve his heroics that he achieved last time he faced a penalty shootout. We are going to penalties. Last time we faced a penalty shootout, Harry Starkey, bless him, saved 3 penalties in a row. I think I'm pretty okay with that. I don't think I disagree with that as an order. We'll go with that. Yeah. Somehow Harry Starkey saved 3 penalties in a row, and relax, be decisive. That's all I can say, really. Let's just get into it, see what happens. Jack Wilshere is stepping up first, and he's put it away, so we've got a good start to the shootout. That's what we need to see. Finney is going to be the next one to step up, and this will be a great moment for Starkey to continue his penalty heroics. Can he deny Oliver Finney? He almost did. Got a feeling Starkey's a very good penalty keeper, not just from his 3 saves, but from getting it right that time. And now Marshall Wickham steps up. The young lad, can he do something with this? He's been denied Bass the penalty hero this time, and this would be an excellent time for Starkey to step up and be that penalty hero we need. Ralph has a pop and Starkey's gone the wrong way, sorry. Okay, no pressure on Brian Kelly here. He just needs to score, and no pressure at all. And he's done it. I mean, he's buried that. He's absolutely barely rippled the net. It hit it so hard. And Minoga is going to step up, and we need a hero. We need a hero like Harry Starkey. Come on, bring your heroism back. We don't need it because Minoga has put it wide, and one goal, when we're back on terms, a goal here would put us in some good stead at least. And it's Alex Kirk with the run-up, has a pop, puts it top corner. Alex Kirk showing why I've earmarked him as a future captain of the side. I've sent him on a leadership course and everything. I think he's got what it takes. And Satterley, who's been good all game, steps up. And Starkey goes the wrong way. And this has got the feeling now of a long penalty shootout. Last penalty. And it is Joseph Torrent stepping up. And this would be an awful time for Joseph Torrent to miss something. And he doesn't. Because Joseph Torrent just doing what Joseph Torrent do. Puts the ball away. And now everything rests on the shoulders of Harry Starkey. That's going to be an issue, and we need this to go very well for us. Zuber is stepping up. Starkey makes the save. Starkey is the hero again. We have once again got through a penalty shootout as a result of the heroics of Harry Starkey. This boy is my number one next season. He is my number one. I have no doubt he is my number one for next season. And what do you say? What do you say about Harry Starkey? He's, every time we see him in a cup, he does well. And this does mean, I don't know if they've drawn the next round of the cup yet. We'll find out in a second. If they have, we can kind of wrap things up. If they haven't, we're going to have to go and do the cup draw. So the draw had already been made. I was right. The quarter-final draw, we are playing Manchester United's under-23s on the 1st of February, which I think is roughly when I intended to come back anyway. So that works out nicely. It is. So we're going to come back for the game against Manchester United's under-23s in the next episode. That is pretty much the plan for that. That works out nicely. So in the meantime, guys, thank you very much for watching. You can find me on the socials below. I'm on Twitter, Insta, and Patreon at ChasingLamely. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, because liking and subscribing is good for the soul. Magic Graphic, let's do that bit first, because my brain apparently just kicked into a weird gear. Magic Graphic appears there to remind you to like, subscribe, etc. And in the meantime, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you very soon. I have, as always, been Chasing Lamely. Have a good one.